Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Effector, and we're back on the Vanilla Ice server. Some things have changed since last we met. I actually don't remember how much of this we had done, so I'll just run through this real quick. This is where we're setting up our new storage area. We can use item frames, keep everything in order. I threw some furnaces down at the end here just to close this off. It's hollow back there. I'm gonna leave that like that for now. At some point I'd like to put something in there, maybe even some lighting just to give some more light. So I've got some of these organized. You know, we got our cobblestone and sand and dirt, but we have tons that we haven't organized. These are just chests filled with random things, so we've got to get around to that. I'll do the organizing off camera. It's not going to make for a great video. But today what I want to do is I wanted to close this room in and figure out a staircase up to the next level, how we're going to utilize that. And I've got a lot of double chest storage here and a few single chests, but there's a lot of items we have that don't require double chests. We're never going to have that much of a particular item, like things like ghast tears or whatnot. So I was thinking maybe this area might be good for that, or maybe even the top area. But first off, let's get this closed in, and I think I'm going to try throwing windows in here, or maybe panes of glass. I got a suggestion from a comment on one of my videos that if I put panes of glass in, it'll let me be able to hop up here and still get a good view, and that sounds like a real good idea. So maybe we'll do that first. Where do I got glass? Some panes. So I don't know if my voice sounds a whole lot different since I'm recording right now and not listening to myself talk, but in Winnipeg here we had our IKEA open today, or earlier this week, about 2 days ago, and so I'd been looking online at getting some sort of a microphone stand, like a boom stand, which would allow me to have my mic closer to my mouth and in a better place. I just sort of had it sitting on my desk, and I didn't like the way it was sitting. So anyway, IKEA opened, and I'd seen online guys building their own microphone booms out of lamps from IKEA. So I thought I'd give it a go, and I went and picked up the microphone, or the lamp today. I cannibalized it, took some bolts out, added some bolts, stretched a couple things out, beefed up a couple of the springs, and yeah, we've got ourselves a microphone boom that I can swing right up to my mouth. When I'm done, I can swing it away from me. It just makes my workspace a lot better, and I think it's going to improve the quality of these videos. So if my voice seems a little different today, that's it, and I assure you, you will get used to it, or I won't like it at all, and this will be the only time we use it. But I think it's going to work out real good. So, yeah, so I was at IKEA today. What a gong show. I've been to IKEA before, but it's something else when an IKEA just opens. I guess people have been hungry for it for quite some time here in Winnipeg, and man, the parking lot's huge, and we were over in overflow parking. That's for a new mall they're building just down the way from the IKEA, and it was a good half kilometer, if not further, away from the store. And being in Winnipeg, there's a lot of snow on the ground. It was snowing yesterday. As soon as I'm done recording this video for you guys, actually, I gotta get in the pickup truck with the plow and go start clearing snow. So I'm gonna be doing that all night, and then hopefully by the time I'm done that, the video will be uploaded, and I can go to sleep. So, let's see how this looks before we get too ahead of ourselves. Yeah. Now, that looks good. I think I'm going to try, we'll just throw some glass blocks in over here and see if we like the look of the glass blocks more. We'll go over here, because it is kind of, at these corners it's kind of weird, but I do like this, being able to jump up and look out. Decisions. So I'll just try glass blocks right up here. So at IKEA, they've got a cafeteria, sort of a restaurant deal, and it was packed. Apparently it's supposed to be 600 seats in the place, and I'll tell you, every single one of those seats was taken today. Me and my lady friend, we toughed it out and waited in line so we could have some Swedish meatballs. When I was eating them, there was a guy standing in line waiting to pay, and he had Swedish meatballs. And funny enough, the guy was wearing a fedora and actually looked just like Notch. And I had a moment in my head where I thought, is that Notch? But of course, I don't think Notch is at IKEA in Winnipeg, Canada. He is probably in Sweden making his wicked new game. But anyway, so I was eating Swedish meatballs, watching a guy with Swedish meatballs who looked like Notch. So that was probably one of the best parts of the day. Alright, it's definitely going to go with the glass panes. Now, do I have a silk touch so I can get that stuff back? Let's get our silk touch so we don't lose those glass blocks. There we go. Yeah, the panes just look a lot better. I don't even like how the lighting affects this and gives it that kind of gray, dull look. It's a lot brighter looking like that. So, get all these guys out of here. Like this. I don't even know how many of those I probably lost. Oh well. So, yeah, we'll go with the panes. Here, we'll just finish this up real quick, and then we'll get to placing our new ceiling / floor for the second floor. I'm thinking we're going to use half slabs. There's a lot of cobblestone here. I think we're going to have to use... I really do like the stone slabs. And I also like the stone brick. I'm not sure what I want to use. We could use wood, but I don't have a lot of wood in inventory right now. And I find when I lay at least large areas of wood planks as floor, I never really like it. I find it a little too much. I kind of like using stone for the most of my building and using wood as accent colors. But that's just now, like everything with this game, it changes. What you like changes. It's sort of the flavor of the day. But I think we're going to stick with stone slabs. So we're going to have to... Oh. So we'll have to make up a bunch of stone slabs for ourselves. What is going on here? I am missing a block. Am I missing a block? I am. Do we have any cobble? Alright, I'll leave that. That's something I'll have to fix. What is going on? That's right. Hey, this is right. That's right. So that's the block we need. Okay. It's going to just mess things up a little bit. Not a big deal. Oh, we're just short. It's okay. I will finish that up off camera. We don't need to sit here and... Yeah, I think I'm going to like that. I think that's going to look real good. Alright, stone slabs. I don't even know if I have some. If we have 5, we're going to need way more than that. We'll just make... I'm not going to need that many, probably. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. That is a lot of stone slabs. But I'll use them in other projects. So, we want the roof to end at like the top of a block. So we'll be able to place chests directly on top. Because if we put it here, for example, and we wanted to place, you know, some other block on top of it, it's going to leave that gap all the time. And I don't like that. So, we're going to have to place it up a bit. So, nope, what am I doing? So we got, what, 1. Jeez Louise, what am I doing? Busting everything up. Okay. Get focused here. So it's 1. Keep hitting the wrong button. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll place it there. And then that's... Yeah, that's right. Let's try that. Leaves us, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a roof. I think that is the spot to go with. What we're gonna have to figure out is how we're even gonna get up there. Where we're gonna have a staircase. Well, let's get some of this placed, and then we can try playing around with that. See a torch? We're gonna have a lighting problem. I keep knocking all these off, so I'll have to keep replacing them as we go. Okay. Okay. Is that gonna be high enough for the? I think that'll be plenty high. Because the option too is always to go a little higher, and we can always. I've been thinking about maybe doming the top of this and something. I'm not really committed to anything on it yet, but yeah. I'm thinking, well, I do like, alright, focus, here's what I'm thinking. I really like being able to walk in and see this right away. I think it looks great, and you get the whole view through those windows, but it might be okay if we had the staircase right here, like a big grand staircase. Let's get more of this placed. I'm gonna have to think about that. I do a lot of my building like this off camera from you guys, and I sort of bring you in to show you bits and pieces of it. It's not often I do a big space like this, or lay a floor and decide on staircases on camera with you guys, because I'm very. It takes me a long time. I'll put a whole, like I could, if it was just me on my own, I'd put this whole floor and not like it, and I might tear it right out. And or for those of you who've been watching my single player world, wait for the next episode. There's some changes. Or did I already put that one up? I don't know. I may have put that up already. But I built a tree farm, and I put it up already. And I tore it right to shreds, and I've completely changed the way that village I'm working on looks. And so the next episode of that, for anyone who's interested or watching the series, there's some significant changes to how we're doing stuff there. I'm really a big fan of it, but I think I'm finally ready to commit to that. So, we gotta be getting close to the end here. That, yeah. Good. There, and there. Something else I've been up to lately is watching Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay. If you guys aren't familiar with who he is, he's a right irritatable British guy who's a chef. I guess he's a world-renowned chef, and he's mean. He's real mean. He likes to yell at these guys and tell them they're cows and donkeys, and I just can't get enough of watching these idiots get yelled at by the guy. And they're always so cocky, like they know better, like, oh, he's gonna love this, and then they get torn to shreds by him. And I don't know what it is. I guess it's like, I don't know, I just love watching other people get shredded apart like that. It's just, I can't get enough of it. It's like I don't know if it'd be morbid. It's not really morbid. It's like a car crash. I can't look away from these people just constantly do it to themselves. They're just asking for it. Oh, that's the wrong spot. Way to go, Effector. Way to go. So. Making a mess of this. So this one's gotta be right there. Okay, we'll get this row in, and then we're gonna try out a couple different ideas for staircases. I've never really liked, oh, bad guy. Where are you? I've never really liked, spiral staircases in this game. I like straight shots, so you don't have to worry about twisting around or... Where is he? There he is. Yeah, I like straight shots. You don't really have to worry about, a guy can just run up this, don't have to think about it. But if it's a spiral, you're turning your view all the time, and I find it kind of messy. Alright, I like that so far. Let's walk out here. Can we put that staircase in the middle? I don't think so. I'm not seeing that. Now, is there room for us to put it? Like we did this. I can already tell there won't be, but we'll try. No. Where is some wasted space? You know, we could put it all the way over here somewhere, but then it's just... Alright, enough talking. We will... I'm just using this nether brick as like to place the blocks against. I'll finish this off real quick, like that. Alright, so this would go... Is that right? No. So, sorry guys, brain fart, thinking. Come out like this. And we don't necessarily have to use this stone brick for this. I'm just using this, or not the stone brick, the stone slabs. This is just to test it out and see how it looks. I am kind of liking this already, but I don't really want to have to move that. What do we want to do? This guy here. These guys can go. Oh no. Okay, I have to move all this. I got silk touch. Why am I not using it? This is kind of how it goes. I spend hours doing this, guys. Just changing little bits here and little bits there. That's kind of what I love about this game. We don't need you. Do we get that? No, I have to replace that. Don't need the seeds. See, my inventory just gets full like that, and then I start placing things in random chests, and before too long, I don't know where anything is. And that is why we are building this storage room. We are going to put an end to that. We are promising ourselves, right now, you guys are hearing it. Oh, again. Amazing. Right now, we are making a pact together of having, we're going to be organized. We're going to have organized chests, organized inventory, organized everything. Right, I like that. I think we might have to do that. But let's see what we get when we come in here. Well, first off, we gotta clean this up properly. And this one, this guy. Alright, so this would go here. Oops. This guy would go here. It's not so bad. I could live with this. And then, you know what? This gives us a spot for, we can throw some more chests, or maybe some furnaces in here. Yes, we will do that. That is what we will do. And we get a whole new layer up here. Good, good. Let's see. Pop some more of these down. I am not the best block placer. And if I was a better video editor, I would probably speed this up right now. But instead, I'm going to have to come up with something to tell you guys. So work. Lots of snow. We've had tons of snow this winter. Last winter, we got snow, but it kept melting on us. So it didn't really accumulate, which is great. But now it's only the very beginning of December here. And already I'm having snow management issues. Which is, where do you put the snow? It's expensive to haul snow away, so you have to kind of manage where you're putting your snow and piling your snow. This is, I'm sure it's fascinating, but this is, you know, part of what I do, and it's starting to get to me already. I'm starting to run out of spots, because last year was such a breeze. It was really, there wasn't a lot. It snowed a lot, like a lot of times, but it was usually very little snow. So you just sort of go out real quick, clean it up, and you don't have to worry. And then it would melt a couple days later. Not this year so far. And, yeah, where do you pile snow when you have nowhere left to pile snow? I'm a deep thinker, guys. I think deeply about this stuff. Where do I pile the snow? If you have any suggestions, I'm willing to take them. I saw this. I got a catalog at work for a company, or a snow management company out of, I believe it's out of Detroit or somewhere in Ann Arbor. I think it's Ann Arbor, Michigan. And they build these massive, they call them diesel snow melters. And so what it is it's, well, like it sounds like, it's a machine built specifically to melt snow. So you use your big machine and you load the snow into it with a front end loader or whatever, and you turn this thing on, and it basically is a gigantic furnace that melts snow and turns it to water. But the funny thing about that I don't quite understand is they show this picture in the catalog of this machine melting the snow, and it looks like it's melting it real good, and then it's just pouring out of a pipe at the side out all over the parking lot. So they solve one problem of having nowhere to put the snow, but then create for themselves an even worse problem and harder one to take care of, is they cover everything in ice. So it's this whole parking lot just covered in ice. And I don't expect any of you to know or understand this, but it costs a lot more money to clear and clean ice than it does to clear and clean snow. So I don't think that's going to be my solution. I think I'm just going to have to put in the extra time, get out the dump trucks, and physically haul this stuff away to the snow dump. And for those of you who live in warmer climates, you might not know what a snow dump is, but it's just like it sounds like. It is a massive tract of land that the city designates as a spot to dump snow. And in Winnipeg, our winters last, we have winters, well, this year it started in November. We got the snow, and it goes pretty much from November through till March. Sometimes in April we'll still have snow on the ground. And in that time, we can accumulate a lot of snow at this snow dump. And we actually can get the piles so large there that they will last the entire summer. And despite the fact Winnipeg is a pretty snowy place, we have excruciatingly warm summers sometimes. I don't know exactly what the average summertime temperature is here, but I'd be willing to bet it's probably somewhere in the mid to high 20s, which is just gorgeous. And even with those temperatures every day for 3-4 months, it doesn't melt the size of these piles down. So you can get a sense of the size of these piles. But I'm just starting to ramble now, it seems like. Yeah, I wasn't planning on spending so long building a floor, but here we have spent a long time building a floor. I think this is going to look good. I think we gotta maybe make this staircase a little fancier. This might be a good spot for us to use some of the stone brick. Maybe use the same pattern we have going on out here. But I'll play around with that. And I'll play around with, I think, storage chests under here might be good. Maybe a good spot to keep, because this is just real quick access. Things we use all the time, like great spot to keep extra tools, an extra set of armor, just stuff that we need to get at real quick that we'll just have a bunch of it crafted and ready to go for ourselves. I think that would be good there, and maybe some furnaces too. Other thing I wanted to mention is we have a new player on the server here. His name is Kleinfelters. He's a very good friend of mine who wanted to get on the server and play some Minecraft, and he left a sign. Hi, I got lost from Nether spawn, stumbled upon you. Phew. So, he's here, he's on the server. His name's Kleinfelter. I don't think he's making videos. I don't think he's planning to. But if he does, I'll let you know his information. And maybe next video, I'll have this wrapped up. And he's got a little homestead he's started building. And it's somewhere over here in the snowy biome. So maybe next episode, if he's on, or maybe if he's not on even, we'll go take a little tour and see what he's up to. What I've seen so far of what he's doing is pretty cool. And yeah, so I'm Effector. This is the Vanilla Ice server, the best multiplayer server I've played on so far. I'm just loving my time here. Subscribe if you haven't. If you don't subscribe, that's fine. And check out the other guys on the server. We got Stu, we got Giltrix, Vitreous. I don't know if I haven't seen him on for a while, but check out his channel anyway. But especially check out Stu and Giltrix. They're cool guys. And there's another guy, Dip. I don't even know if he's making videos yet. I know he's gonna be, but stop by his channel anyway and subscribe to him. So thanks a ton, guys. I'm Effector, and I'll see you next time.